Christian, our klasnar, is a scatterbrain class leader and he's in charge of the absentees. And Mr. Muller, their class, like their registered teacher, he's preoccupied with the upcoming first team rugby game. And Lien tries to be absent without drawing attention to herself, and she types letters to explain her absence. So Christian, he's the class leader, so he takes in attendance, who's the absentees, and if they're absent, he gets all the letters and stuff. And she sees a physio for her neck injury. Lien, unfortunately, it's quite late on in the year, around about spring, prelim time. She's not really dreaming about distinctions anymore. She literally just wants to pass. And she feels extremely self-conscious out on the streets. And this is the first morning during school hours. So she's not at school, she's begging. And it is a very long, hot and tiring day, but she makes double the money of the afternoons. 10,000 finally seems possible, despite having to pay rent to, imagine, 18 years old in matric and you're paying your family's rent. Crazy, man. At first, she only stays out of school on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And after the third week, she is asked to show her absentee letter. But Christian demands a doctor's letter, like, hey, you've been away for far too long now. Show us your doctor's letter. I want to see. And Lien, this is actually quite funny. She reacts so aggressively that he eventually backs off and says that he will lie to Mr. Muller on Lien's behalf. So she scares him, and then Christian's like, yeah, don't worry, I'll just lie to him. But look, I just want to say something. This 10,000 rand, that is what she is trying to save by herself, as a young adult. Even though she is begging, that's what she wants to save. She wants to go off to London next year. But can you imagine how much this burden of rent is hampering her, guys? She can't just save for herself. She can't just save that 10,000 rands for herself. What about the 20,000 that she needs to have in her account just to show proof of funds so that she'll be able to look after herself? What about that? So that 30,000 in total, that should be for her. Everything that she makes at this age, it should be her money, but she actually has to pay rent. Maybe 4, 5, 6,000 rands rent. Who knows? Maybe more, maybe less. But regardless, this is eating up a big chunk of her savings. And should a matric, a schoolgoer, really have this burden placed upon them?